Community. How do we define community? A social group of any size. Size does not matter. It can be a small group, it can be a medium group, or it can be a large-sized group, whose members reside in a specific locality. They all reside in a particular locality, share government, and often have a common cultural and historical heritage. That means that they all come from maybe the parents, grandparents, great-grandparents. They come from a place which is shared by all of them. They are under the same government, the same laws, and they also have the same traditions. They also have similar culture. And above all, their historical heritage is the same. Like, for example, Pakistanis coming from India after migration are coming from the same historical background. They migrated to Pakistan because the subcontinent was divided into two countries. So all these people, they share the same historical heritage. They were called, all of them were called Muhajirs, because they shifted from their homes to settle in an area where they did not have anything. So they are sharing the same problems, the same issues. They are going through the same emotional upsettings and frustrations. And they are working towards the same goal, to settle down in a new country which they call their own country, and which is made in the name of Islam. They share all these feelings together, and thus, while sharing this historical heritage, everything becomes common in them, and therefore, they have a common culture. The common historical heritage leads them to a common culture, because they share so many things which are in common. They also share the same government. They also share the same rules set by the government. They also are sharing a common locality. The weather, the climate, the landscape of the locality, whatever it is, good or bad, is all common amongst themselves. So by having all these characteristics in common, they become a social group who is sharing all these things which are common amongst them. And thus, they have certain behaviors. They have a reason for their behavior. Every one of us needs to understand the background of those behaviors. Instead of looking at the critical side of it, the first and foremost job is to understand why a particular behavior is being done. What is the background? What is the historical heritage? Why are people having a specific thought in the community? Why are they all setting up towards a common goal? All these questions have an answer. And as it is very important for us to know the answers, the teacher needs to understand and then think about the needs of the students accordingly. So this is how we describe a community, which is a group with sharing everything in common, finding out solutions together, and collaborating with the forces which are surrounding them in order to get a better state in the community.